everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. Today I am turning a piece of Norway maple. If you watched the staycation video, you know we had these two huge logs out back of our shop. Well, we managed to get quite a few blanks out of that, and then of course some of it had to go to firewood because it was not salvageable, which we were expecting that. We weren't expecting to be able to save it all. I wish we could have, but we couldn't. But this tree was cut down, I'm thinking late spring of last year, and we milled this on 7/14/22. I checked the moisture in it. It is reading 37%. If you watch my videos, you know that I turn a lot of wet wood, and I turn it from start to finish. And I've never had any issues with the finish being blotchy or anything. Now I do develop like fine cracking and stuff like that in there, and maybe the rim would be a little bit off, but that stuff does not bother me because I do a 2.5 week watch period on all the pieces I turn, and in that 2.5 weeks, if I notice any kind of cracks or anything, I fill them right away. I check my pieces anywhere from 5 to 6 times a day, and if I notice any little thing, I fix it. And I know that when I do these videos and I do start to finish on wet wood, it's like taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. But when you're trying to produce a video from start to finish, so that way you have something, content to show, it's hard when you don't have a bunch of dry wood available. I do have an old refrigerator that I'm wanting to turn into a kiln. We haven't got that far yet. With my husband's work schedule, and you know, he works on a railroad, so his work schedule is pretty hectic sometimes, and he likes to do work with knives and make knives whenever he is home, and I don't want to intrude on his fun when he's home. That's his decompression time, and you know, he deserves to have that. So I don't want to bug him with like my things for my videos and stuff like that, because you know, he needs his time too. But anyways, I really want to get that kiln up and working and stuff, but I might end up waiting until next year, because we're hoping we can move, and if that's in the cards, then you know, I'll do that then, because I'm not sure if I'll end up using the refrigerator or building a drying shed. I haven't decided yet. The kiln would be nice because I could kind of maybe speed up the process a little bit. With the drying shed, it might take a little longer, but I don't know. We'll see when that time comes. But this is the piece that I'm turning, and it's 21 inches round by 4 inches thick. It is a little over 21 inches. The reason why I say 21 is I'm hoping that that's what it'll be after I'm done truing it up and everything. So that's it on that. I do have a little shout out that I'd like to make to a very, very special little girl. She is my youngest fan, and it's such an honor to have somebody so young watch me every Thursday, and I guess she really like is into my videos. So Mom and Dad, thank you so much for letting little Madeline watch me. I am just in awe. That picture you sent me was just it melted my heart. So Madeline, I hope you enjoy this video, and I am coming up with something that I can turn in a video just for you. So you'll have to look for that as well. And I'll definitely give the word to my husband to let your daddy know that I am going to be turning something for you in a video. And it's all going to be about Madeline. Alright, well, I hope you enjoy this video. Like I said, this is a Norway maple. It's 21 inches round by 4 inches thick. Moisture content's 37%. I'm going to get this started, and I hope you guys stick around for that. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and also leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this. Alright guys, I'm going to get turning. To true up the outside of this, I was only able to get my speed up to 300 RPM. That's without it vibrating. I started it out at, I think it was like 450, and I backed it off until I didn't feel no vibration in the head part and the head stock of the lathe. And once I was able to get it to where there was no vibration, then I was able to start truing up the outside of this. And like I said, I am running at 300 RPM. Once I'm done truing this up and I'm comfortable with it being trued, then I'm going to focus my attention on the bottom part of this platter bowl. Instead of going with a tenon, I'm going with a mortise, just because I don't want to have to remove the extra material, because I want that depth in this bowl. So I'm hoping to keep that 4 inches depth into this, the way I don't have to remove a whole bunch of material off of it, just enough to true up that bottom to establish that mortise. I got a couple new upgrades. My husband decided he wanted to upgrade some of my skew chisels, so he got me a 1/2 inch skew chisel, a 3/4 inch skew chisel, and then he got me the 1/4 inch parting tool, and they're all Hurricane tools, so they're greatly appreciated. So thank you so much, honey, for those. They will be put to good use. After I am done with this tenon, as you can see, I always make sure that my chuck fits. Now, I don't want it to have it very much play in it. I just wanted to make sure that it fits in there, and I can expand those jaws a little bit to make sure that it's holding secure onto that piece. I don't want it to be too sloppy. Now, as far as the foot of this, because it is so big, it's after this is completely done, I measured it. It's a little over 21 inches in diameter. So I want that foot to be kind of massive as well. So it's bigger than I normally put on my pieces, but once I do that, starting on the outside to the inside towards the mortise, I start to taper it slightly. It's not enough to where you're going to notice, but when you're sitting it down on a flat surface, it's going to sit there nice and true on that surface. So I always make sure I do that. Even with a tenon, I make sure I taper that bottom just slightly, just so that way I'm going to be assured that it's going to sit there flat. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please make sure you give me that thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you made it this far, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. And let me know in the comments what you think of this massive platter bowl. I sanded this piece from 80 to 400 grit. I'm not exactly sure what happened to the footage of me turning the inside of this piece. It got lost somewhere. So sorry about that, but the inside turned beautifully. I had no issues with it whatsoever. Now once I sanded this from 80 to 400 grit, I wiped it back with denatured alcohol. I applied 1 coat of sanding sealer to the inside and outside of this piece. Once that was completely dry, I denibbed it with a Scotch-Brite pad, and then I followed up with the Brad's sanding paste. Once I was completely done with that, instead of going to the tongue wax finish, I decided to use the tongue honey first. The reason why I decided to do that is when I turned this on Monday, I wanted to try putting the tongue honey on and letting it sit till Tuesday early afternoon just to see how well it would do. I went out there, I was super surprised. It soaked into the wood beautifully. I buffed it out, and then I applied the tongue wax finish. And I tell you what, this is Wednesday. I checked this piece and it still looks as good as it did Monday. So I'm super happy with that. So it's drying perfectly. I do have some photos at the end that compares a regular sized dinner plate to this, just to give you an idea of how massive this bowl platter is. All right, guys, we are getting to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. Until next week, guys, take care. God bless. Goodbye.